Now let's move to our next transaction, that is of 18 January 2020, and it says packing charges invoice received from Mr. Ali. Now there are some times when you will be purchasing any kind of service from the vendor. So in that case, we have to change the layout of the purchase invoice. The treatment is very simple. I'll go to purchases and click on enter purchase. Now by default, it is selected on order template because recently we have recorded an order. I'll change it to bill. And since this supplier is a new one, I'll just browse this and I cannot find Mr. Ali. So I'll click on new and write Ali. You can mention any card ID here as well. For example, V400 and click on OK. Now select Ali. Now this one is item invoice template, but we are purchasing a service. So I'll just click on layout and click on service. Okay. Now let's copy and paste the description from our assignment, which is this one. And my date is 18 January 2020. Now let's select an account for it. Since packing charges is against the packing of inventory items, means these are fragile items which can be broken. So it needs special handling and packing for this to deliver. So that's why packing charges will be considered as cost of sales because it is incurred directly on the product that we intend to sell. So I'll just browse this account. So obviously I need to select cost of sales for it, but I have purchase, cost of labor, materials and supplies. You can mention it in other cost. I'll change the name later on to packing charges, use account. Now let's mention the amount, that is 45,000. So 45,000 is my amount. It is non-taxable. Now let's record it and no. Now let's cancel and go back to accounts and go to transaction journal to see the effect of it. I'll click on all and set the date to 1st of January 2020 to 31st January, let's say 2020, and just go on the last area. So it will show that other cost or packing charges is debit and trade creditors is credit. The treatment is perfect, but I only need to change this other cost name back to packing charges. I'll close it and go to the account list. Now under the account list, since it is cost of sales, so it can be easily found in cost of sales section. What I'll do is I'll just double click on other cost and change this name to packing charges and click OK. Now let's close this and go back to transaction journal and let's see the effect of it. My date is already set. If the date changes, I can change it back to the relevant period. Now you can notice that entry has automatically changed to packing charges is debit and trade creditors is credit. So this is how you deal with any kind of service invoices in MYOB.